Hello everybody and welcome to another tutorial. Today I'm going to show you how to make the star stitch. It's very easy stitch, very simple and yet very beautiful. It can be used for almost any project you like. It's beginner friendly, so if you're a beginner you can give it a try. Now grab your hooks and let's begin. So for the initial chain, you need to chain any odd number of chains. So I'm going to chain 31 chains to show you on a little swatch. It's totally up to you how many chains you will make. Now my chain is ready and let's start row 1. We're going to start working in the second chain from the hook here. Go into the chain, take the yarn and pull up a loop. Then go into the next chain, take the yarn, pull up a loop, into the next chain, pull up a loop. So what we need here is to have 6 loops. So far we have 4, now we have to continue 2 more into the next 2 chains. Here are our 6 loops. Yarn over, pull through all loops on the hook and then chain 1. From here it's a little bit different. So we have already 1 loop on the hook, we need 5 more. So the first will be here directly where in this little in the center here, this little hole that formed. Go in there, take the yarn, pull up a loop. Now we have 2 loops on the hook. The next loop will be here on the side in this stitch. Insert the hook, grab the yarn, pull up a loop. The next loop will be here. This is the last chain in which we insert the hook and put a loop while we made these loops here. So go in there, yarn over, pull up a loop. Okay, so far 4 chains, 2 more. These 2 loops we're going to make here in the next 2 chains. Here's the first one and here's the second one. And now that we have our 6 loops, yarn over and pull through all of them and chain 1. And now we repeat the same steps. We have our first loop. The second one will be here in the middle. The next is here on the side. Then in the last chain we worked in, and then 2 more chains in the next 2 chains. Here's one and here's the second. 6 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through all of them and chain 1. And you can see how it's forming. It's looking very cute. Now let's continue one more time. 1 loop on the hook, the second one is here in the middle, the third loop is on the side, the fourth loop is in the last chain we worked in, then the next 2 are in the next 2 chains. 6 chains, yarn over, pull through all of them and chain 1. Okay, repeat absolutely the same steps until you reach the end of the row, and I'll wait for you to show you how to finish the row. Okay, so you can see that I'm at the end of the row. Here there's 1 chain left. When you reach the end of the row, in the last chain, make 1 half double crochet. So yarn over, go into the chain, pull up a loop, and then yarn over, pull through all loops. This is half double crochet. And the row is ready. Now let's continue with row 2, chain 2 and turn. Here we're going to work in the middle of these little stars we just did. So here, 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 you can see where all these stitches connect. In these spaces we're going to work on this row. We need to make 2 half double crochets in each of these spaces. So yarn over, go into the first space, take the yarn, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through all loops, and then one more in the same space. Then move to the next, yarn over, go into the space, take the yarn, pull through all loops, and one more, like this. Here is the next, again 2 half double crochets, and repeat these stitches until you reach the end of the row. So let me show you how to finish the row. I have one more of these spaces here left, so I'll just go ahead and make 2 half double crochets there, like this, and another 2 half double crochets here in the last stitch. And with that, the row is completed. Now let's start row 3. It's very similar to row 1 with a few differences. Chain 3 and turn, and here again we're going to start building these shapes like in row 1. We need to make our 6 loops. We have the first one is on the hook. The second loop we'll make by going into the second chain from the hook. So we made 3 chains, 1 2 3. Here in the second, go in there, pull up a loop, then go into the next chain, pull up a loop. So far we have 3 loops, 3 more to go. We're going to make the next 3 loops into the next 3 stitches. Here's the first one, the second and the third, and now we have 6 loops on the hook. Yarn over, pull through all loops and chain 1. From here just we have to repeat the same steps. We have 1 loop on the hook. For the second loop we'll go here in the middle. The third loop is here on this stitch here on the side, right here. The fourth loop is here. This is, I don't know if you see well, this is the last stitch we worked in before. We already pulled 1 loop from here, we'll pull another one, and the next 2 loops are going to come from the next 2 stitches. Here's 1 and 2, and when we have our 6 loops, yarn over and pull through all loops, and don't forget to chain 1. And you can see that it's starting to take shape again. Let's make it one more time together. Go here in the middle to make the second loop. The third one is right here in this side stitch. Then the fourth loop is here on the stitch we worked a while ago here, and then the next 2 loops are in the next 2 stitches. Yarn over, pull through all loops and chain 1. Okay, go ahead and continue with these steps, and I'll wait for you at the end of the row. And when you reach the end of the row, and when you have 1 stitch left here, like I do, just finish the row the same way as we did with row 1, and it's 1 half double crochet here in the last stitch. And this is how it's looking. And like I said in the beginning, the stitch is very easy. It's 2 rows repeats. From now on you have to repeat row 2 and row 3. Row 2, row 3. We made row 3, and now you go back to row 2 with chain 2, turn, and then work 2 half double crochets here in the middle of each star, here and here, here, and then again row 3 with the 6 loops. So this is the stitch, guys. I hope you like it. Let me know down in the comments what is your favorite stitch. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!